two members for G2 with these pistols, still looking for Koala Noob. He's killing a ton of time, but finally the contact is made. And now G2 can focus largely towards the front, where M80's retake is all coming through from the top side of heaven. Still a ton of utility that could be spent, mostly including a fault line, which comes through right on the cross through door. Xander uses that nicely, plus also flashes. Nismo not quite able to get anything as he tries to clear out L. Xander for trades, but the numbers still stay with G2. 3v2 situation. Trade starting to come back for M80. Xander trying to hop on. There's the double shock dart. Halfway through the defuse. Shock dart starts to land. EU gets another elimination though. And now it's just down to one, with Shazam finalizes, and with that G2 take the opening pistol. Yeah. First look for G2 trying to hit over towards B main, just a star in their way, with EU's fade kind of still lurking.
Yeah, all the utilities starting to pour over here, and Oxy catches EU in the face as he dashes in for the switch and closes off the market access. It's going to bring the spike into the B.
Difficult for M80 to deal with. They do have a lot of utility, 2 flashes, a fragment, and both flash points out of John Cutie. There's the gravity well, and yeah, Koala Noob just not able to expect that there's going to be a double stack here, and there is no way M80 get into this. So they will back away, save the remaining 3 rifles, and G2 will cruise to a 3-0 start, only dropping 1.
Yeah, and it's good to see Oxy already getting off to a great start here. I know that he did struggle in one of their series against Oxygen earlier in the midseason face-off, but outside of that, of course, during the split, he was in the top 3 for ADR, ACS, and kills per round.
Overall KDs and say, oh, he finished -9 in the bottom of the scoreboard for G2, but he was a part of 30 first blood engagements, won 13 of them. So, and he's all over the place. Xander this time just on the outside of his Nebula. Allows a double to come through. Nismo follows up, so it's a 3-for-1 trade. Huge numbers here for M80 in a key round where they still have a Marshal and a Guardian in play.
And that spike is down in a 4 position, and G2 have no choice but to try to see if they can find a way to grab it back. But such a great timing there from Nismo. Is going to catch Dapper. Again, the spike's still down. Shazam fights back. He's got a hat trick going on here. He knows that they're both there with that owl drum, but again, how do you fight this? I mean, it's just they're facing you in such an awkward way. No real chance to get a 1v1 out of that. And so plus rounds to get the dubs. Again, they're undefeated on this map, so just kind of keep that in mind as we got Oxy on a Stinger Bladestorm combo here. Again, a lot of early A pressure, and Whitby wins the battle, while I catch Dapper lurking out through middle. So a little bit of a retaliation.
And some good information behind that, though, as well, with that tag not going on to Koala Noob. Knives are out. Good flash. G2 uses that nicely to capitalize. And a couple of tags into the right bicep of another. Quality not. Oh, and with that, John Cutie gets absolutely shredded, leaving EU by himself. No chance to get in towards.
That's what we're looking at here right now.
I would say this is a high-stakes round right here. Kind of a must-win for M80 just to set some sort of tone. And if you think they lose this round, probably a timeout comes out here. Koala Noob looking to get aggressive. Operator shot will work out. Shock dart doesn't quite flush him through. Second opportunity, but no. Koala Noob will respect the play from Oxy. And with that play coming over, Haunt is the only thing trying to delay this. And how about this? G2 will hit the brakes a little bit, try to isolate John, who does take down 2 before falling. And that puts significant numbers over to M80's favor.
Yeah, a beautiful defense in the back line for M80 there, and also a brilliant bait and switch inside B lobby to get the... And they're running out of men to make things happen. EU watching for them to peek through the smoke to the double stack box. It all come down to timing, whether he or Whippy will be able to shoot first. Whippy able to find the frag. And Koala misses his first one. Now he's a little bit of trouble, but the shorty's out, and it's getting work done.
Is there anybody better with the shorty than Koala Noob? I feel like we often see these shots come through. Whoa! What in the world? Koala Noob just dashes into his death. Last shot out from Whippy will connect for the headshot, but it's the fragment to finish it off.
Actual 4 versus 4, and the spike's not even here. He's doing such a great job. And the big miss from Koala Noob gives Shazam a chance to maybe even do some more damage, but the pistol will come in there for Koala Noob. But now he's got to worry about the rest.
Koala Noob seems to want it, though. Trying to back away. Oxy quick on his backside. Will secure the trade 3v3, but Xander, mid-map, turns the tides back to M80. Oxy, how far forward are you willing to play here? He steps away from the Rolling Thunder. Nobody checks him in the side, but the trade is out. Now it's just down to Penny, trying to shrug off the concussive effects to the 1v2. No, not gonna happen. Xander at range predicts it, and M80 now get a couple in a row.
And they get a taste of their own medicine, these fast-paced contact plays. That's what M80 is known for. That's their playbook. But again, G2 is certainly capable of playing the up-tempo style and using it to their edge as they get flushed out of under heaven by the aftershock, but they're able to get right back in, but John Cutie does frag one, so it's back to even.
Noob with the knives, whiffing completely, and Whippy nearly turns that into what would have been 2 assists or 2 kills. Nanostorm also a part of it as Nismo falls. 2v2 situation. There's your shock darts. Dapper watching the cross. Nice crossfire coming through. Not enough time for John to consider the defuse. And how about that for a little half buy from G2 to get to 6?
Yeah, it's just all about Oxy again, just being that driving force.
But M80 look like they may want to go quickly. Null command pop, that's from the offensive side. Oh my goodness, the team damage coming through this wall has Whippy down to a bullet, but still alive. And Shazam takes care of Nismo. Opportunity for this little double stack towards B main to still become a major problem towards this retake. Noob still finding a way to get through. 2v2 situation. G2 have to come back forward. Shock dart connects. Xander for the 1v1. Now it's on to Shazam. And he's got the spike. Extra information, though, on how M80 are still set up through B main and in it, for that matter. EU with the Sheriff could possibly be a problem. Vault line comes out. Shazam tagged again, but Whippy trying to save another life. Okay.
How does he keep doing it, man? He was stunned both times and played Guardian Angel regardless, and now this cat aggression from Eddie is getting absolutely punished. Oxy takes one, Dapper finishes the other with a nano, and now all that's left is John Cutie here in a 1v4 with the Sheriff, and that's not gonna do.
Okay.
And that destroys the plan of G2 because they were actually shuffling the operator back over. They were looking for an open and pick, but this conflict divide will stop them from being able to do that. Lockdown does get put into play. Trying to get the defense at base so they can get in on the site. Penny gets one, but that is it. Everything else going M80's way.
How about the shots from Xander? Okay, a final triple from M80 out of Xander. On mid-market, and M80 will take the scenic route in towards site. Just as comfortably, though. John QE trying to keep safe the flank, and Oxy just hits a one-tap with the ghost. So now G2's retake, for a moment, had numbers. The Shazam drops, so it gets to a 4v4. Spike planted. M80 suppressed for now. Koala looking for a couple of shoulders. Does see some information on who's coming through the side alleyway. Not necessarily that's a full commitment, though. Dashing in is Oxy, looking to kind of find first contact and first blood here. But the trades coming back and forth. Pinch shot goes to Killfeed. 2v2 we go. Koala Noob, the last one left, and he's just at too low of HP to hold. Get this player out of B main first. Got Shazam going to mid-market side. He needs to get information off of his utility. At this point of contact with EU is going to be everything. There's the contact. Oxy trying to follow up, dashes forward. EU still alive. He needs help, though. Needs help badly. Flash comes through. Oxy finds the first blood. Spike planted. 5v4 though, G2 on the retake. There is still Nismo in the corner. Xander actually keeps him concealed. Nobody knows that Nismo's here. Nismo's gonna get a double from this position. Koala Noob follows up, and the sneaky robot is the one that helps shut down the... If at all possible. We'll see. Prowler's out first through A. No shots towards it. Dart being placed. Koala Noob's just gonna go quick. Updraft dash right on top of the spike site. Whippy in trouble. Bottom side health still alive though, and he gets an elimination. Unbelievable trades lead to an exact 2v2. Knife still out for Oxy. Tries to protect EU in the corner. Right clicks all health. Still a couple of the knives left. One connection away from a reset, likely onto either player. Long route from Dapper as he clears out wide, and Oxy will get to floating. Dapper trying to find contact, gets the first. Shot's not quite there. EU though does drop, and Oxy will just spam through the floorboards that's gonna come through. Commands out. Fragment will stop the initial push through, and honestly, that counters the entire contra divide, and now everyone's going back towards Dapper's direction. Oh, but he does get suppressed on this retoggle of the null command. EU predicts it, finds first blood. The only defender left is Whippy, playing close towards this barrier in the Cosmic Divide. Xander shoulder to shoulder with him, just on the other side of the box. Whippy stunned, flashed for now, and just can't quite shake off the effects. 2 for 2 go the trades, but numbers still stay with M80. It's just down to Penny, 17 HP. Nismo will secure the plan, and this is a very hard-pressed 1v3 to come through, although some members are low. Just no utility for Penny to work their way back in safely. So these would have to be some unbelievable shots. High-low stack will be what causes him to fall, and M80 stay alive here.
Yeah, really well done. You could tell just by how they play.
So G2 are going to be well prepared for this. Nightfall's going to come out. This is going to lead to M80 trying to get aggressive. Oxy still over the top. Sees the float of Koala who finds first blood. But M80 are still committing through this, and there's all the utility trying to be triggered to stall this out a little longer. M80 wandering into sight. Nismo in the corner. Gets a lot of damage into Dapper, but the spike is not here. So these flashes, even though they're trying to come through, M80 aren't fully committed to getting into sight yet, and G2 are here trying to defend. They've got a Cosmic Divide and numbers, the former being used immediately as M80 try to hold the front door. G2 looking to split things back up. They're gonna go to a 2-2 setup, 2 through market, 2 from the back. And well, a lot of this Cosmic Divide will not really be utilized to do much besides isolate B main. Recon Bolt out though, gets some good reveal. Nismo revealed by that, but Xander responds for the first in this engagement. Trades coming back and forth. We'll go to a 2v1. Whippy by himself, stunned up. Rolling Thunder, and possibly an ult command if they need it, but you think you just take this one with just straight weaponry, especially considering the time is ticking away.
One enemy remaining.
Whippy does find one, but no time to take the second. He'll back off.
Man, that was a labored one for M80, but they do get it across the finish line. I mean, G2 did a pretty good job getting some nice initial frags on that take. Again, you know M80 is known for hoping that their utility can kind of slow down the B attack, allow them rotations, and yeah, indeed, it was a good reveal, some spam damage coming in. This is a great nail swarm to slow the attack down. Dapper avoiding a lot of the attacking utility, able to step out and grab a big frag.
Gets a bit of vulnerability off of his gravity well that was right in front with me following in. Spike down. Trades for M80 though. Solid. 3v2. Knives out for M80. Nismo the last one standing for the 1v2. He's got a lot of work to be done here.
Yeah, Spike is so far out of reach right now. And Oxy's playing very disciplined. He's not giving them anything. He is waiting it out.
Too suppressed.
Suppressed, but Oxy still has an op and a pistol, so it's not too big of a deal for him.
And there's really not much Nismo can do to close the gap on that anyways.
No.
Fragment. Just make sure no one's holding the close staircase. Pushes through it. Nice shot on the first. Knives out. And no, Nismo had a look at the gunfight, but Oxy does it.
Position to get back into B lobby, and it's kind of funneling M80 back towards A, where there's still utility available for G2 to shut this down, plus the bulk of their personnel still resides here on the site.
One comes through again. Fragment does connect up top. M80 get the first eliminations. Penny from the side could only do so much. So now a 4v2 situation through the Nebula. And Oxy was looking for the quick scope, but it's going to come up a bit empty. John, for now, the
G2 that were already on A site, but remember, a lot of their utility had already been spent pushing off the first attack. And so it really was just going to come down to gun battles at that point. And M80 able to kind of just brute force their way through, as that's kind of M80 in a nutshell. They just have those individually skilled players down at market. G2 trying to limit what they have to worry about.
Yep.
They'll keep a forward angle on B lobby with a couple of their players, and that is where M80 is gathering up. But they have such a massive firepower advantage, but there's still that chance Oxy could pop off with the op.
But Dapper's trying to get Oxy the angle. Dollar out. Shot misses though. Dash charge, second opportunity. That one lands. Fault line does not quite connect. Oxy still has a chance to make more punish happen. He gets the second, and then the dash through. Knives are out. Oh my goodness! Oxy gets 4, and Penny finishes off map 1 in electric style. G2 up 1-0 early. Dapper in his spy cam. He has got the entire world in front of him. Gets lots of information off this. Whippy needs to be able to assist it. Oh, Dapper actually does take down one. Fault line up. Noob will follow. Very well done with the right click. Although Penny's quickly on the flank, trying to deter this, and the relay bolt actually does connect, plus the spike being dropped. Now Oxy's part of the play, just outside the aftershock, but it's Noob up top, still on 20 HP. Collecting kills, and with it, it just falls down to Shazam. First kill's good, second one as well. Flash is potentially charged out. John stuck behind the back. Fault line will flush him out, but no, the timing not great as John sneaks away and secures the round.
Yeah, that was really tough. Meanwhile, though, M80 is getting dropped. Yeah, exactly. That fault line doesn't really hit. Defense still gets the frag, though, but now they have to fall back to this drop attack with the smokes blocking them off.
Penny will fall. Noob pushes through the cloud burst. Aftershock trying to cut a little bit on the cross. And a little bit of damage is tallied into Noob. If we go to a 4v3 situation, all of a sudden G2 are in trouble. Just 2 remaining members, no utility to speak of either. Little flash and peek likely to come. Dapper in the sight. Does have Xander in the corner at low HP. There's the flash, trying to keep Xander a bit safe. Molotov to try to block off any further crosses, and
Molotov slowed him down as well, obviously, so they'll have to just tuck tail and run. And again, this is one of those maps that's very tough defensively because there's 4 main areas you have to worry about early in the round. And as a defensive team, you're kind of forced to choose at least one. Exactly. I mean, certainly her kit allows her to stun certain corners early to try to deny some space and get some space of your own. But the situation, we have a low buy again for G2. M80 just trouncing all over the B site right now. Would be able to get 1. But can they retake through this defensive spawn?
Got knives out. Oxy's taking down Noob. Still plenty of utility left to try to break their way back in, especially considering that Dapper still holds on towards top tower, but as he gets into the mix, now he's got to kind of confirm this post-plant setup and maybe even find kills, but he drops away empty. 3v3. Knives have been completely eliminated, but it doesn't make a difference. The shots start to connect with the Sheriffs and Vandal combos, and how about that? Not the most orthodox way for G2
to go down to the bottom side of the map and at least claim some space for himself.
Yep. I'll kind of throw a little bit of extra flexibility towards this defensive retake, but as you lose Whippy, you're going to lose your smoke coverage now as well, and Penny just gets completely red. Neural thefts come out for both sides. Noxy, still an operator, needs to make a play. Rolling Thunder connects onto a lot. Sheriff is what he's going to use to try to make his way forward, and oh, the fault line follows up. How clean is that utility from Shazam? John now the last one left for the 1v3. All three members running on in towards site. First shot's not going to connect, and Oxy will finish it off. Oxy has the op, waiting for a chance.
I think 2 were spotted from the camera. We know that there's 3, but that's still enough intel for G2 to know what's up. But this flight has been absolutely busted, and Oxy's been caught by the op of Koala Noob, and it's all gone wrong.
That just can't happen. Now Koala Noob dropping in. G2 somehow fighting this back? Excuse me? Now all of a sudden, this is a 2v5 to a 2v2. Op out for Dapper, just a touch short. Orbital strike in. M80 will peek off of that, find the kill into Dapper. Shazam's been pushed off. Fault line and a flashpoint for him. Oh no! And all of a sudden, the tables have turned. John for the plant. Spy cam denied. Flash out.
Planted.
Shazam looking to take away the space. John on the corner. First shot lands, and Shazam just traced his head.
But John to this attack, no doubt about it.
It's just the thing about it is M80 is not going to be getting a recognition of who's here to protect this site. Because Oxy's the one now up top. Shazam through the smoke once again, finding kills. Goodness gracious, do these smokes even cover anything? 2 for 2 the exchange. 3v3 spike planted.
Has been darted, so they know that at least one is here towards the bottom side as they try to make this retake work.
He used one way from an offensive Rolling Thunder here, so lots of ultimates still come into play. Pending the kills come out. Nice follow-up from Nismo off of his own fragment. Takes down Whippy. G2 last remaining with Dapper. 1v3. Everyone's tagged up. No armors left. Spy cam tags 1. Can you get through the first one of EU? And the answer is a very stark no. I mean,
Main also has a trap wire there engaged. He has been suppressed, so he knows what he's up against now. He's able to try to get himself into a better angle here, but still not able to win the fight. And Penny was not really able to set up a crossfire, so then he just breaks the side open.
Here we go, Rolling Thunder, Orbital Strike, coming down the combination. Doesn't amount to any eliminations. Oxy's also pulled up the knives here, so everything being spent. John finally able to recommit for the plant. Nismo still spamming down the front door to make sure no one can challenge. Xander's found himself an op, and he's going to get a look at Whippy. Goodness. The slow start from Whippy. And Penny starting to really pack a punch now as Xander tees off from the high ground, leaving Shazam by himself. This will be a 1v4. Double stack coming through from high to low, and that's enough for Nismo to get the kill. And oh boy, Penny whiffing right there was this game.
No, he tried it on a retake on B side a couple of rounds ago, and he got shut down pretty hard.
Well, that one doesn't really amount to too much either.
Nope. The fragment came in right away to stop him from being able to use it. Oxy able to get a frag there with the Sheriff. Outside of that, though, not much left. Yeah.
But again, the weapon's too strong. Time also coming through, but Whippy does make this a bit more punishing. He's able to collect the weapon as well with that. Yeah, he does the same.
2 right distance in this type of series.
Well, G2 trying to feel things out over towards Hall. Koala Noob will get the first cloud burst out, but the trade is there. Penny finally able to get it on the scoreboard here. And then a follow-up as Oxy gets a connection on the other side of the map, and he's got to read that the rest of this hit should be coming over towards Tree. Oh, Oxy! What a shot that is. Whippy through the offensive smoke. Will take down another, but Nismo brought back to life, but may not make much of a difference. Penny has secured the flank. 3 kills for Penny in the round.
It would be their best defensive half yet, if they could.
Get some confidence as well, considering that they're going to need Penny to really be a factor offensively. Koala Noob immediately into sight, but Dapper once again from tower. Holds on nicely, now repositions. Aerial theft comes out, orbital strike, trying to clear B tower, but no one's home. And in the process, Whippy confirms another elimination. G2 all over this defensively. EU, top tower, a bit stuck. No ultimates to spend here for M80 in a 3v5. And yeah, long-range shots for Penny come through. Slides across, leaving Xander by himself with the spike top tower. John underneath at tunnel, but outside of finding maybe a free kill here onto Penny, he is going to be stuck. Neural Theft is out. Dapper clears tower. And now it's just down to John. 1v4. Not going to get even the first. And G2, as you kind of framed up, have their best defensive half. Not a requirement, but it would be nice to have. And M80 are going to go quick right through sand. Fast lane up. G2, sorry. Overlay backwards here at the top. 1 for 1. Spike is left in a very precarious position. Oxy tries to keep it interesting, but now you've got John Cutie on the flank. EU still also helping from this angle, but G2, they will confirm the...
Seems impossible. Everyone's so healthy. They have such great crossfire positions. There's just not a whole lot of ways for John Cutie to single out a duel here. Now he gets hit by the fault line to trap that double stack, and yeah, that's going to be it. To be expected. That one away and focus up.
All lines come through on both sides. Mix the action here at Halls. Initially, just 1 for 1. Quality hit up hard. Doesn't make a difference. The relay bolt was so valuable, you'd think, based on how many members
inside tower. That's Nismo. Need to be careful. They've never really cleared that. They're just planning through it. Did they even know he's there?
You have to have some idea. You haven't even looked here yet. Penny's going to give it a go, but John on the cross actually kind of keeps things interesting. Rolling Thunder going to come out. That's going to allow Nismo to take an extra step in. Dapper, not good for the kill into John. Now the Neural Theft is a part of it. 4v3 situation. The counter Rolling Thunder coming across for the offense. Shazam gets one. Nismo gets the spike to defused halfway, and he's trying to stick it. The bodyguarding from John Cutie is good enough. M80 will secure without Whippy's. Molly getting pressure on very early. John's up top at tower, trying to hold things off. Xander the first one to drop. Great flash. Beautiful. Oxy gets a free kill onto John behind it. Now we have an early 5v3. M80 looking to set up some sort of a retake, but you have an operator on Qualanoob, and really it's just the null command that could maybe do a little bit of deterrence. And how about the aftershock? Wait a second. That takes it to a 3v4. And now M80 may actually consider trying to actually commit forward into this a bit more. Whippy on the long play back through tunnel. Orbital strike at the ready. But this play could also possibly just be neutralized by Nismo, but now he's off the picture. Neural Theft will come through, and M80 will back away.
And again, that's just cheats. Fast control of the site. I mean, that's kind of the play style you have to do on this map. When you're playing a double duelist composition, and you're playing a map like this that, is kind of guesswork sometimes for the defense in the early round phase with, 4 big areas to worry about at once. And that's how you can try to take advantage of it if you're G2 in the corner.
Qualanoob still playing forward. G2. Try to get through the fast lane. Oxy still able to capitalize. Knows that EU's in this corner. Just can't quite lock him down with the spray. And Nismo from now towers causing a bit of deterrence. The flash is great, but Penny finally steps into the core body of Nismo to secure the kill. 3v2 we go.
Spam coming through. Molotov as well. Dapper's in a lot of trouble right now. He got into his camera, didn't run out of the Molotov, and so now he's gone. Now to 2 versus 2. Xander has orbital strike, and that could clear themselves away for it. Now they know that tower is not something they need to worry about.
But there's one on the other side. That will delay a little bit longer. Key 1v1s on both sides. Xander takes the first. Now over to Penny. Wins his 1v1 as Xander was trying to turn. Even HP essentially between both these two players. And John Cutie fakes the toggle, pushes forward, takes away the angle, and it's M80. Wanted to, and that's I think exactly what's coming through here.
Go.
So fast lane gets them on towards the site. Plant will come out. And Whippy's got a pretty good read, but no. Doesn't even take down a first. So now all of a sudden M80 get this to a 4v4. Field Rolling Thunder of their own. Long range shots from EU connect. Both hands go up. Now it's all about M80 moving forward. Fragment trying to block the rotation out, but G2 are already out. And Oxy, with this Vandal collected, is now all of a sudden kind of holding the front door, so to speak. Xander trying to work his way back in. Oxy still fighting. Penny has the Stinger still in play. Up with the orbital strike. Not quite in the proper position. Penny stays in a corner on it. Checks to make sure no one's on the defuse. And Xander's running out of space, running out of time, and G2 somehow, defensively are trying to get their way back over as well to assist.
Yeah, it's just the timing of that fault line push and then Oxy off the back of it. This was not enough, but now G2 finding a way to start crack open against opposing side. Penny and Dapper comboing up. Neural Theft now out to confirm the rest of the defensive position. Spike going down in a 3v. That's understandable.
Yeah. And just because we have to say it, Penny has stepped into this half in a massive way.
This was the one Vandal that was saved by Qualanoob, and that's it. It's just a great opportunity for G2 to push us to the limit. But oh boy!
John could actually get some damage done here. No way. And he takes one more headshot. And now the judge for Xander doesn't quite connect, but EU gets a kill from down low. Second opportunity. Oh my goodness, M80. They've started hard to pull this back. Dapper, last one left for the 1v3. Knives are out for the Koala Noob. Also has a Vandal. An EU with the Sheriff. Dapper's gonna have to eventually collect spikes, shots, start to land. Good prediction down low, but not going to win it out. What did we watch on this map? M80 tie up the series regardless of how it happened. But doesn't quite hit fully, as actually it's the snake bite to deal a lot of the damage to Penny, who's gonna try to self-sustain off of that.
Yeah, self-healing here, as it is going to be that big 5-on-5 retake. Nismo able to catch the dome of Oxio at the top of the barrier wall. And so M80 has the edge here quickly, and Penny's low on HP. This is very scary for G2.
Oh, but how about it? Penny actually takes down one. Walls up defensively, though, trying to go for the quick defuse. Koala Noob on for halfway. Snake bite, chip in, dealing damage, but John Cutie says, get down, Mr. President. I got you. And Whippy's double will be enough to just see a couple of consolation kills. We absolutely are.
Yes.
In the most professional, kosher way.
Yeah, but for our job, it's, you know, it's okay. It's, oh, Koala.
Yeah.
It's a kill and tags another.
Plus the
and Nismo pumps in too.
Yeah.
I know.
M80 defensively looking solid to stall off this hit, although
he can to allow this spike to make its way onto the sites. Barrier will do the rest of the work, but it gets broken up immediately. Oh, but Dapper gets another!
Shock Dart will get the kill, but not before the spike is planted, and Dapper has a full utility setup, or does he? Shock Dart denies it. It doesn't matter, though. The Sheriffs get the job done. Wait, they don't see Nismo still alive. What? And he almost gets a second. Great heavens. Spike picked back up, chance to still plant, but now you've got a snake bite down. Oxy may not survive through this, but the dash comes out. Dapper will try to reinforce this with a nano swarm. Also stepping in towards possibly Vandal action. Good reveal on the backside of a recon bolt from Shazam. Koala Noob looking to hold. Backs off for a second. Hello, Xander does take down one, plus finding a rifle, turns it into a second. Now Koala Noob planning to stick. The slow orb causing some distraction as Whippy now the last one left. No more snake bites for him to work with. Aldron will tag. John trying to stick. EU trying to once again hold, but it's John who secures the defuse again, and an eBay Thrifty comes out for M80.
Control style, whereas M80 is more known as that aggressive team. But G2 definitely will kick it into up-tempo quite often themselves. So there's a lot of early clashes that take place because of that between these two squads.
Nice shot from Koala Noob. Oxy up top, only gets a look at one. EU still trying to contest from just the backside on the Raptor. Sees a shoulder, but Shazam, mutual information, takes down his...
Having to run away from this, but they're not going to find anything.
Area's clear.
Long range shots, land for Oxy, trade from Xander. 2v3 situation. Snake bites, flashes, that's all they have defensively for M80. Over the top with Dapper just completely whips. Shazam picks up the pieces, though, leaving Nismo by himself. Not a lot of time to make a play here, and, well, now he's vulnerable. And that will be enough for Nismo to say, I'll take this up and get out of here.
Yeah, very decisive attacks on being called for the rotation. If he feels like he's being threatened, they have the alarm bot to guard middle as well as a turret. And John Cutie position to defend against Kitchen. And so G2 indeed will go in for the attack, but Ozzy just got caught, man.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden G2 are stuck behind this defensive toxic stream with not a lot of time to rotate even if they wanted to. So you're going to have to kind of either brute force your way through this or concede the round. Dapper's going to try to step into this. EU on the cross corner. Slow orb will deter any further movement towards his direction. Koala Noob still watching this cross as well as footsteps continue to chip away at the ice underneath. Nanostorm through. Doesn't actually get canceled by Nismo, so that angle is now gone. Dapper setting up the sentry turn as soon as this defensive toxic screen drops. He may get some more information off of this. Time is becoming an issue. 20 seconds left, and now M80 going to clean things up. No kills for G2, and it will be a sheet flawless for direction. Looking for maybe a late A hit, and the defense is actually in position to deal with this.
Indeed, but Dapper could be a huge problem. He's gotten through that poison orb at middle, and he's now approaching the screen's position, and he might catch this rotation as it's coming in. John Cutie not aware at all. Dapper close on EU on the side, comes through for 3!
Unbelievable, now time becoming a problem. Shazam gets one kill, but EU locking things in.
Yep. So much intel given. And I mean, he could get John Cutie for free. John Cutie probably has no idea. They probably think Dapper's playing safe yellow.
Have to think it. More footsteps. Dapper has the jump on Koala Noob. Shots land. Not a second, though. John able to get a nice, quick trade. Lockdown could possibly come into play for this retake now for M80, and that's exactly the call. Whippy trying to hold forward. Denied. Hunter's Fury out. Penny on the cross. Taken down 2. A little snap on. John low on HP, and Penny M80 responds with a triple of his own.
Your duty
I mean,
is
this is a very nice multi-prong pressure here from G2, and they're getting a lot of space.
Oh, but Quality gets the
Noob
read.
catches it, though.
Yep. Now he just gets to hit the shot. Oh, he provides key elimination.
Deploying drone.
toxin screen down.
Scanning ahead.
Yep, and so Shift unfortunately dropped. So taking over from here, we got EU able to find Shazam. So M80 does have the edge of the spike.
Numbers trying to get their way back in. Dapper still in that mid cross.
Turret out.
Turret says, no, not this time, Dapper. Does get deleted. M80 on their way forward, not really focused so much on the flank, just more about the retake. Oxy up top, though. Oxy up top, though. He gets two. The third one's down low. Doesn't really have a lot of ammunition, but Penny provides the kill. Now down to a 1v1 with John. And no, can't get around the corner. Oh, for a second. Lean towards A with these forward positions on the B side.
And the big thing is EU's one orb away from Hunter's Fury, so if he can find a frag, he can shut down the lockdown.
Yep.
He's trying to play for it. Playing an angle here, just trying to watch the 410 cross. The couple right below him. He gets it. Spike down, but not able to get away, but John Q at least gets a trade.
Trade's good for M80. Looking for an 8-4. Have to find their way back in. Snakebite's already spent, though, from Whippy. He will not have this to stop the defuse. They're going to do this the hard way. Now on the retake, M80 looking to go quickly, as much as they possibly can at least. Barrier Orb is up. Nanostorms will stop the initial defuse, but Whippy's going to have to step into this, and as he does, he will drop. But did he kill enough time off? John Cutie to half utility amounts to not too much. Koala allowed to take the spike in plant. Snakebite's trying to delay any forward pressure. M80 looking to actually largely still hold this from the front as Oxy gets first blood off the reload, looking for more than that. Vander's scouted out up top, but he backs away. Long-range pistol shots now all of a sudden coming through. It's Oxy once again providing the second kill. Up top, Xander trying to get something from that little peek through the toxic screen, but it's not really going to work out too much. EU off the corner denied, and G2 will take the pistol. 8-5 we go.
It's going to be this 4-on-4 firepower favoring G2. They don't really have much position to work with.
Come into the fray. Oh, well done from Dapper to get the first. EU doubles up down low. Whippy off the drop. Only gets one, though. Koala Noob just kind of strafes him. And now it's just down to Dapper for 1v2. First one's free. Second one he's going to have to work for, though. As John's on the opposite corner, Dapper's going to get this to halfway and then immediately hop off. Tries to predict the cross. Doesn't predict it correctly, though. And then finally he gets an opportunity, but John's just throwing shoulders. And no chance here for the defuse to come through. John secures the kill, and M80 respond with their Stinger Force 5.
Oh, for sure. Oh, the Oxy's dome just got spotted, just barely.
He survives with 79 HP. John, first one, though, on Oxy. Goodness, the Sheriff shots this game. Are you kidding me?
Dude, it's like the Oprah Winfrey show, and everyone's getting dealt fast time a flawless win, so they can start building up those credits.
It's come in a number of very interesting ways. We had, the early thrifties in the first half. You already mentioned John Cutie and all of his not having blades out at the moment. Yeah, he just has 2 remaining. Has to connect. And well, he's got to also deal with the sentry turret first. What's the play here? No updrafts, no dashes as well. And as Penny drops, M80 looking prime to take the round and put themselves on a key swing map point. Oxy also down to another 6 HP situation. Takes down the first. Nismo responds, Oxy no reset, and M80 clean things up. 12-5. Just to make sure no one's playing forward for M80. They still have slow orbs of their own. Nice shock dart placement. There's a little bit of chunk damage, but largely speaking, M80 you're fine. Oh, and just caught through the toxic screen as Oxy trying to be the tip of the spear. Nismo taking the round into his hands. Hunter's Fury is out. They can feel it. A map 3 win on the way. It's just Dapper standing in their path, and no, he can only do so much. 13-5, M80 take the edge in the series. He set up as nearly what we saw from G2, so.
That's why I got confused there for a second. I was like, wait a second, but
5 the same way. Telling you, there may not be a better Sheriff player in the game than Oxy right now.
Bruh, what a way to start a round. Of course it's just the 2 Jets getting headshots with the Sheriff. Yep. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? But Quad takes it a step further.
Yeah. A little bit of assistance from his teammates. Dapper does deal some damage. Shazam makes good on a fresh kill on Nismo, actually, and you know what his shot darts can do. Long-range frenzy shots, those will not work out, and G2 will take the edge direction. So the timing is decent. M80 could get caught here on their rotation in towards A. Stars are down. Penny behind the play. Frenzy will deal with the first. Shock dart not quite there for Quality. Pistol shot was good, but the fragment is better. So G2 will take the round. And they've been really solid in pistols throughout this entire series. It's definitely been... Guard was able to execute against such a successful initiative play from M80. We get into the opening contact this time. Quality right through the gravity well. Just had enough legs on the dash. He'll turn that stinger into a phantom. Whippy considering a contest, but as he gets one, the trades will still favor M80 for a potential plant. John on the cross. Nice shots. Gets the headshot in. No one even looking at him whatsoever at Art. Now a little dance with the devil. Dapper able to find the trade, but this play forward in towards Secret and through Yellow can completely isolate Oxy if he's not careful. Yeah, barrel will show. EU has seen it. Just down to hitting the shots at this point. Snake bite out. Pistol shot lands for Oxy, but Nismo's got the jump. Just down to Dapper.
One enemy remaining.
And well, Dapper's giving it a good old try, I'll say that much. Shaking off the decay, toggled for the defuse. Nismo not gonna bite just as he gets still on the stinger for Nismo. Halfway done, Dapper on the cross, but Nismo survives with 6 HP and once again. Love it. Couple of tags through the Nebula. Qualinoob now back over to the Marshall. Could pack a huge punch. Not much armor remaining, but no, Oxy with the Sheriff. I'm telling you.
It's worth the credits every time.
Absolutely. Oh, nice little snap from EU as he takes down side.
Face your fear!
Towards Art. Nightfall just to try to clear. Here comes the play forward. Aldrone, though, sees maybe all of this, if not the majority of it. Quality still trying to play forward, but shut down by Whippy in the backside corner, who's good for a second. Spam coming out, but Penny keeps the site safe, and Whippy's not going to fall. Not here, not now. Sean Cutie eliminated, and G2 holds solidly through the Nightfall.
Playing the angle here with the operator by screens. He'll be smoked off. Now he won't know what he's up against. Oh, it's so beautifully timed. It's exactly how they planned it out.
Just a Nebula pullback.
Yep.
Off-angle timing, Nismo for his second. And M80 cruise their way in towards B. Null Command is at the ready if G2 want to give this a go. Whippy does turn this into a 3v4 relatively quickly, dealing with the Koala Noob. Xander's picked up the op, though. There's the Null Command for Nismo. Cosmic Divide in defensively. Penny could still hit his own Null Command, but Nismo, he might just do it all himself here, wouldn't he? Flash out, John Kitty takes down kill number 4, but Nismo's good for the quad.
Split in the end. They've kind of bypassed a lot of the B link pressure.
And the thing is, G2 still have to clear mid-connector. Quality was not hit by that knife either, so he's completely concealed. Timing from Whippy, oh goodness, gets one, but the wallbang does come through. Defensive Null Command in the play. Inside the Nebula, waits Shazam. At the right time, but no, not to happen. Oxy on the flank though. Knives connect for the first, but nothing further. Updraft over the top, and Quality just steps aside long enough. With Nismo covering, Dapper drops, leaving now Oxy by himself for what would have to be a 1v3. Time becoming a problem here, though. Spike being planted, Cloud burst in. Oxy tries the dash in for the hero play, but it's not going to work out. Kills come through.
Flower, so he could still have a chance, but that flash may put him off the angle. Indeed it does. Shot misses. Koala floats in. Shazam's still not able to really find the fight that he wants. Eventually he tags one, but now Koala's Blade Storm comes through.
The ankle is gained, and now Koala says, ooh, a new contender has appeared. Let's find out how this op-v-op battle goes, but shame on you. Shazam has swapped back over to the Vandal, needing to play this in 3v4 fashion. Double flank off the back. Op connects for Koala Noob. Possible for him to get all 5 as Dapper comes around the back. M80 still not 100% confident that both players are here, but that utility will confirm it. Poison Cloud down. Many trying to work their way back in, and yeah, once again, M80 find a quad. It's getting right into A. Cosmic Divide, Nightfall, Ultimate Pulse back. Whippy first one to drop. Shazam only takes one with him, and Nismo can be brought back immediately, although Dapper's timing pretty solid. At least punishes a little bit further out, but this will still be a 2v4 situation, and Oxy just has the eye.
Saw that. They made sure they got the safe revive that time inside of a Nebula. Ain't no chance you're peeking me this time, buddy, through that Cosmic Divide, stopping me from getting this man back in play. Now they have a 4-on-2. Oh, that timing is actually so unreal.
Oxy will gain back Secret. Lockdown's going to be spent. And that's another operator. Finally finds the Phantom. Nismo will drop quickly. But the problem is G2 have to get off the site and then work their way back in. And in that process,
look at this position
EU,
switch.
yep, sneaks in towards site. Has Oxy got a beat on this? Doesn't matter. He gets the shot anyways. John Cutie pushed back with a fragment. Shots are good for the first. 1v1 now with Penny. Time and issue. John's going to use the clock. Finally, Penny hits for the toggle, and John will just make sure he's on it. And yeah, that shoulder will do it. Plus the kill to boot. M80 all over it with the eBay clutch. Chat, sick him. On to clear. M80 also get a little bit of information through front, but hold on a second. G2 looking to get aggressive over the middle of the map for the first time. John, though, still winning his 1v1s. Plus more. Goodness.
Hey, give some credit to Timmy, okay? Timmy the Turret was helping him out there, all right? It wasn't just him. Timmy was putting through B, and they're going to get this for free because it really is just Oxy playing it passively from heaven, waiting to call for a rotation, which is now on the way. Shazam heading over. Oxy starting to get a feel for this, yeah.
He has to hit one.
Headshot.
Gets it. Okay. Hold on a second. 30 seconds on the clock, but EU's flank. Oh, good response for Shazam. Goodness. He's now on 3. John wants the 1v1 because of course he does. Oh my goodness, this guy's cracked. And this will be a 1v3 now. 20 seconds on the clock. He does have the lockdown. Just has to wait for the suppression to get off, and he may just pop this and go for the early plant. Yep.
Thing is, they might just swing him because of the clock.
10 seconds left.
That's the call. John holds the corner. First one gets there for a moment. I think we all saw it, but it'll be a 9-3 half dust. To Shazam. G2 are on their way very quickly, trying to burst their way in. Koala Noob suppressed. Oxy dashing forward. Oh, while flashed? Koala Noob, are you kidding? And now Xander gets involved. Lots of damage confirmed, but the kill still able to allow G2 a chance, but it's a small chance. The window's closing very rapidly. Just down to Whippy. Does get a couple, but it does not matter. Large. Knife will see a lot of this. Xander misses on the first opportunity, though. G2 working their way in. Fragment on the way. Shots start to ring out. Dismo for first blood. Trades favoring M80 as they control A main, but now the rest of the hit coming through Art, and that's enough for G2 to start to trade back. EU empty off the Sheriff. We go to a 3v2 post-plant situation for G2.
It's just their whole ball on this right now. John Cutie caught by Oxy immediately. Koala trying to slip in. He sees Dapper. He switches to the
No!
gets in. What a
No!
And he finishes it for the hat trick in the defuse. Are you serious? And now you feel like any win that was still in G2's sails, trying to propel them forward, now must be gone. I mean, there can't be anything left.
And M80 are going to really trust that this sentry turret will give them the information they need before they commit to this other defensive utility. Here's the play.
Xander gets caught, revealed, but still finds one through the smoke on his way out anyway.
You want to fight it?
It's getting ridiculous. Cosmic Divide is up. Blades are out for Quality, wanting to get involved. Prowler, just to check it out. Yep, they're all pushed back over towards the backside of Pillar. Quality wants blood from the top of the box. Waits to see if there's going to be a check. G2 still have a little bit of utility to play with. The Poison Cloud, that's most of it. And it fades. Quality connects. Now the blades are out. Dapper stuck in backside halls. First shots miss. EU able to connect, and they know exactly where Dapper's at. He was going to have to 1v for it. It's the first, but it's the classic from Nismo. And M80 find themselves on top of the North American Challengers ladder. They are your champions.